All right, a record number of people from our state are packing up and heading out of town for the long holiday weekend.
There will be cookouts and celebrations, but law enforcement officials warn if you don't have a plan for a safe and sober ride home, it could cost you money or even a life.
My husband was driving. Thomas was sitting here.
Mary Mitchell and her family shouldn't be alive. Last April, a drunk driver slammed into their SUV, sending the vehicle spinning.
Then we took the second impact, which is right there where my 5-year-old was sitting, and then we started to spin. We flipped 3 times.
The SUV was on its roof when it finally stopped rolling. It was the scariest moment of Mary's life.
You're helpless. Completely helpless, because someone else took that away from you. They took everything away from you. And you're upside down and you're trapped, and there's nothing you can do, and you couldn't even get to your children if you wanted to.
Luckily, all 4 of them walked away with mostly minor bumps and bruises, physical wounds that heal. But it's the emotional scars from someone else's decision they're still working through. The drunk driver's blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit, and she had an open bottle of bourbon in her car.
We're very fortunate. We're very lucky to be alive. We're lucky that everyone was able to get out okay.
A happy ending not everyone gets after someone drinks and gets behind the wheel.
Last year, more than 520 people were killed on Maryland's roads. And Maryland drivers under the influence of alcohol or drugs caused roughly 1/3 of those traffic deaths.
Sadly, those numbers spike around the holidays. So over this 4th of July weekend, agencies across the state will be out in force patrolling, conducting DUI checkpoints, and targeting areas where impaired crashes are common.
We have a dedicated team of experts who are highly trained in detecting drug and drunk drivers.
That team is known as SPIDER, State Police Impaired Driving Effort. Over the last 4 years, the group has made nearly 2,300 DUI arrests.
And when an officer makes an arrest, they'll bring the driver through the back door right here.
This mobile breath alcohol testing truck is one of SPIDER's tools to make the roadways safer.
We'll have the driver just take a seat right here, and we'll have them blow into this breath tube, and the instrument will analyze their breath samples, and we'll get a reading within 7 or 8 minutes of what their alcohol level is.
Officials say make a plan for how you're going to get home before you take that first sip. Every crash caused by a drunk or drugged driver is preventable.
You have options, so don't drink and drive.
Since last October, anyone convicted of DUI is required to have an ignition interlock installed in their car. The device stops the vehicle from starting if there is alcohol on the driver's breath. Maryland's ignition interlock program is one of the strongest in the nation.